Putting images into slides is actually relatively simple. There's just a few kind of cardinal rules that we need to consider, and we need to make sure that once we're putting our images in there, not making them look all wonky and weird. And again, those are actually relatively simple, so this won't take super long. So the what I think fastest way to insert, well, the built-in way to insert images into Google Slides is you come up here to this insert option in the top left-hand corner-ish, go to image, and you have all of these different options here. So if I were to say camera, it's actually going to access my webcam. I can take a picture right then and there, and I can drop it into Google Slides. If I go to by URL, I can grab a link to any picture and drop it in here. I can access my Google Photos or my Google Drive. So if I have pictures saved to my Google Drive, if I do this, then it's going to pull up these different pictures. These are all the staff headshots of the ESD. So this also pulls from shared drives. Let's grab Pete's face. We're going to put this here, we'll put insert, and look, there's Pete. Hi, Pete. Doesn't typically mind when I mess with him, right? So you can grab your stuff from your photos or your Google Drive. You can also embed stickers or GIFs right here. I've actually never played with this feature, but oh, look at that. You can search things. So happy people. Look at that. Simply click on that, hit insert. It's going to automatically drop that in here. Awesome. The nice part about any of these things, like if I go to image and search the web, any of those GIFs also, or those stickers are all going to be open source, free to use images. So you're not going to run into any sort of copyright infringement stuff. So if I go here, happy people, search for happy people, there's going to be all these people just looking so, look at that. Don't they look so happy? And if I click in here, and let's see if they still do this. I haven't done this for a while. Nope. So it used to be that you can insert that image in there and actually link you to the source automatically. Looks like they took that feature out, but you could then link that source there if you wanted to. So those are your built-in ways to do that. You can also upload something specifically from your computer. This will just pull up your file here. And this is something that I was doing for a different video. So there we go. Nice. All right. So those are the ways that are built into Google Slides to be able to do it. My favorite place to go and get images is here at unsplash.com. So I'm actually going to make that a link. So you can simply click on this and open up Unsplash. These are high res, beautiful photos that are free to use. And if they're not free, you'll know. So one of the things that I do first is I like think about what you want to search for. So happy people. And then you can filter the license here. So if I scroll down, looks like it's automatically just showing. Oh, no. So if I hover over this, see it says Unsplash Plus. That means that one is not free. So if I hover over this and I simply filter by free, these are all free to use pictures that you can take and do with what you want. So let's say I want to take this group of happy looking people here. I simply go to download. It's going to download this to my computer. It's going to give me this. It's going to put up here. Why is it doing that? What are you doing? Yeah, you got it. All right, that's fine. There. It's just my computer taking forever. All right, sorry, that wasn't an Unsplash thing. It's my computer's been giving me issues recently. So it's going to come to this little download option right here. It's going to save to my little menu. If I click on this, interesting. That must be the website. That's weird. It'll simply download, and then you can take it and you can click and you can drag it over. And for whatever reason, it's giving us issues. So Unsplash is typically super easy to use. I've literally never had this issue with it before. I'm wondering if it has something to do with my computer. And I'm not. Oh no, see that one worked. It just wasn't that weird. So click, drag, and boom, we're in here. Easy peasy. And once we've got our image on there, we can do whatever we want with it. So I mentioned there's a couple of things that we can do with photos. If we want, let's say this was like really, really big and we wanted to fit it like just in this half section. What we don't want to do, and this is what our students will do, is click at this very top and like, oh, look, now it fits. Well, yeah, now also your picture looks like garbage. If I go undo, maybe I want to make it fill up the entire thing. Well, again, looks like garbage. So we want to keep this in proportion. And the way we can do that is by always resizing from the corners here. So if we click and drag, it's going to increase and decrease this. No matter if I just drag to the left or I drag to the right, it's always going to proportionally resize that picture. And if I click on this and I come up here and I click this icon here, it's going to allow me to crop it, which is essentially just cutting it out. So if I do this, then I can make it into a square image. Or if I double click on it, then it's going to allow me to crop it as well. And you can see that I can resize this thing just simply by clicking on those black lines that came up when I double clicked on that. And when it's a feature that I don't use a whole ton, but is there, is if instead of clicking on this crop feature here, if I click on the little drop down menu, I can crop this into a specific shape. So why you would ever use this, I don't know. Whoops. Click on it, crop, shape, maybe this, right? And so now it's just given me this border, right? So I can have those people there. And if I click on that, if I double click and I drag this image, you can see it's actually going to move that's cropped space there and actually came out of this bottom portion. So you can crop into those specific images or shapes if that is something that you're interested in doing. Just making sure I got everything. Unsplash, got it. Resizing, got it. Formatting, if I right click on this and I go to format options, I can manually adjust the size and the scale here. But one of the things that I like to do here is I can add a shadow like this. And so if I do this, I blur it a little bit, kind of looks like it's popping out of the screen, which is nice. Can add just a little bit of an effect. I can change the angle on here. There you go. Not bad, right? Now it looks like it's popping out. And I mean, there's a bunch of other formatting options on there as well. The other one that I think I see people use a lot is that reflection piece. And then you can change the reflection. So yeah, go ahead and play with some of those features, inserting different images. You can, of course, always go to like do a simple Google search. Just go to google.com and search for happy people. And then you're going to have your images here. You can simply right click, copy, and paste. And there's your image also. Again, that is not necessarily copyright free, but you can mess with those filters up here by going to tools and filtering through your usage rights. So the last piece here that I want to do is not as well known, but maybe known to some people, is you can actually export Google Slides as images themselves. So if I were to create like a brand new slide and I were to put, like I wanted maybe, why did it do that? Let's go flowers. Change the license so that it's free. And maybe I wanted this picture. And I wanted, I want them all to be in portrait. So then I also want this picture. And maybe I want those two side by side. So I'm going to grab, drag. I'm going to grab and drag. We can probably do one more picture. It doesn't really matter, right? Maybe do this. Okay. So maybe I want this as a picture for whatever reason. If I come up here to File and Download, I can export my Google Slides as any one of these formats. And so if I hit like PNG, which is a file format, image file format, it's going to download that, and I'm actually going to have that picture saved on my computer, so it looks like this. You can do whatever you want with that. I use this a lot. You'll notice that these videos that you're watching all have the same thumbnail. I create YouTube thumbnails in Google Slides, and then I upload them to YouTube. So if I go to slides.google.com and I scroll down here, oops, I just had it open. So I scroll down here. This is the image that I used, and then I simply went File, Download, PNG, saves that to my computer. And then if I go to where I upload my videos, I just upload them all to YouTube. I go to my content here, and maybe I edit this and I make this thumbnail that. Now, anytime I put that YouTube video somewhere, that's going to be the thumbnail there. So you can use Google Slides to actually create custom thumbnails for YouTube videos. Easy, free, accessible, awesome. You should probably delete that slide. Okay, go play. Those are my instructions for the next one. Go explore Unsplash, and what I would recommend that you do is practice, if you haven't, bringing in pictures, formatting pictures, cropping pictures, just really getting used to that. Think about some of the mistakes that students make like the resizing stuff, and like how can we be teaching them to make those images on their slides look